Let's do some reading. The Chaos Edition. Skin tone variation. The term Caucasoid is biological anthropology was an umbrella term based primarily on skeletal and cranial morphology. The term Caucasoid in biological anthropology was an umbrella term based primarily on skeletal and cranial morphology, not exclusively white skin color. Ancient and modern Caucasoid populations range in complexion from white to dark brown. See, when they play that brown game, it can still be Caucasoid. It's your bone structure, your head, cranial, your skeletal structure, and your head structure. In summary, the term malignocroid, dark-skinned Caucasoids, refers to populations in outdated 19th century racial theories who had darker skin tones but were still categorized by scientists of that era, as belonging. Let's take that back. Started from the top. In summary, the term malignocroid dark-skinned Caucasoids refers to populations in outdated 19th century racial theories who had darker skin tones but were still categorized by scientists of that era as belonging to the Caucasian race. So outdated means they don't use it no more. They stopped using it no more because they don't want to be embarrassed. Hey, stop telling everybody we're Caucasians. They like your cranial and skeletal morphology is Caucasian. And what they say, look at my skin. Why you keep thinking they keep tricking you with the skin shit? Look at my skin. Look at my skin. Biological anthropology. The term Caucasoid in biological anthropology. The reason why you don't know about it because you don't read biological anthropology. That's why you don't know. You do not read biological anthropology. Outdated means they just don't use it no more. It's not common. It's hidden. They're hiding in plain sight. Caucasians hiding in plain sight with dark skin. Caucasians hiding in plain sight with melanin. Pheomelanin, though. That's really a dark red. That's red. Burnt red. But we see it, right? Caucasian race by scientists in the 1800s. By scientists in the 1800s. I mean, you see what I'm saying? That's 1800s, so we'll make it outdated. Y'all ain't using old references and the Supreme Court cases and everything. Your reference point is in 1800s or anything. Or you can, if it's older, everything from the 19th century is outdated. It's not a theory. We see narrow noses, we see narrow faces. You call us Jarias. Everybody got a racial term for black people. That's how you know you ain't black. You can't. Black people don't have racial terms for black people. We can argue over geography, origin points, but if your cranial structure and your skeletal structure, that's your ancestry right there. Bone of my bone. Aren't those bones? That's your motherfucking skin is wrapped around. And everything else. Bone of my bone. Dark-skinned Caucasians in plain sight. Hold up, let's see what's going on. Let the record reflect you are over there in the Caucasian group. Ethiopia. Right there. The narrower face, the stern jaw. See what I'm saying? In the Caucasian group. Look at it. Up the top left. Caucasian group. You're in the pink. You're in the pink. Malignocroy. Look, dark whites. Dark pale. Malignocroy, dark white. So when you say your skin is dark, okay. Malignocroy. They're dark-skinned Caucasians, man. They're dark-skinned Caucasians. Caucasians can only birth Caucasians. So even if they say they had a Caucasian will have other Caucasians. Voila, your Caucasian diversity. Arab, Ethiopian, let's say Semite, Cushite, and Japhi, Sandman, Snowman, the Milky Way, the conquerors, the colonizers, the birds, the angelic race, the light race, children of Adam and Eve, children of high caves, eagle of Saladin, the eagle of Zeus, the eagle of Jupiter, the caves, the cave of birds. Yeah. Hold up, let's run it down. Look at what is it? Look, Greece, Middle East, and India. Remember, the L3's births in India, and then the Dravidian, but they all just Caucasians birthing Caucasians in different places. Hold up, watch this. We already showed the geographic presence of that aquiline/Roman nose. North Africa, Berbers, Egyptians, the Horn of Africa, Somalians, and Ethiopians. Look, climate adaptation. You didn't have a baby with a climate, but let's play. The traditional view suggests broader noses for humidifying dry air in high climates, Africa, and narrow noses for warm and cold, dry air in Europe, Asia. This is what that Asiatic shit is about. But human migration, bango, birds migrate, then you got the migration game. And diverse means different. Different ancestries complicated this. What they really mean is invasions and retired nomadism to a settlement to calling themselves a nation. Roaming around, wandering, nomadic wandering, looking for pasture, look for some meat, get away from them dangerous weathers, them dangerous, harsh conditions, that harsh snow, that harsh sand. Look at that. A bird's nose, a Roman's nose, an eagle-like nose. This is where you get this eagle of Saladin gang. It's a bird gang. Hold up, watch it. Historical misinterpretation. In racist pseudoscience, the aquiline nose was wrongly used to mark nobility or superiority, contrasting with broader African nose. Look, it says broader African nose. But this reflects biased views, not biological reality. Well, it is a biological reality if your nose is made up of your biology, which is your body, which is your genetics. And your genetics is included in your biology. It's all the same science as the damn body. The bones in the body form the narrow noses, these narrow Roman noses. Look, check this out. This is where they get this superiority complex from. It says in races. How do you think they look better than you? How do they look better than you? If you see what I'm saying? To look better, though, to be beautiful, what's the beauty standards? European. Why do you think they keep calling them pretty and all this? How they got away with what they can do inside or outside of that, so what they ain't go for? We was never conquered. You are a conqueror. You are the enslaver. Y'all was the slave trade family. You infiltrated. You let them in. And you infiltrated and brought them in. You assisted them. With them weapons. Got in with the weapons. Flew into Africa. Cut they way in Africa. Remember this for educational purposes. We're exposing the bird. This may ruffle some feathers.